I just came back from seeing Black Panther. Wait a minute. Wait. I know what you're gonna say. Did I wear dashiki? Was it people in the with Popeyes? Nah. It was cool. For some reason I was scared the KKK might have came and shot up the movie theater just from all the, you know, magnificent things that the movie is representing and doing for our people, for our tribe, you know. So I was like, you know, for like 2.5 seconds I was a little scared. And I was looking for the exits and stuff, but you know, other than that, you know, that kind of went by pretty fast. It was a pretty mixed crowd there. It was cool, you know. Everybody was cool, you know. You know, it was a good little vibe in the theater. You know, I'm an energy person, so I like to read what type of vibe is in the air. You know how people say you can feel the tension in the air, you can cut it with a knife, whatever. I'm that kind of person. I feel for that shit. So it was a nice little vibe. So you know, I don't want to give away too much about the movie, but the setting is Wakanda in Oakland, California. And so we're met with two cousins. You know, we don't know they're cousins in the beginning. We don't know what's really going on, but long story short, one kid got left. And you know what? This happens a lot in black families because half of my family's in New York because my grandma and her sister decided they wanted to live in different states. Okay, so half of our family's up there, half of us down here on my mama's side. So, you know, it's the same kind of shit, you know, like in Wakanda, only, I forget everybody's names. This is my only time seeing it, so I'm not a good name person. You know, the main character, him and his dad, are actually in Wakanda, and they leave his brother, his dad's brother, and they leave his, son there. Actually, the brother dead. So they leave the little boy there to grow up by himself. And, you know, eventually he finds out about Wakanda. Like, he knows about it, but he don't really, you know, nobody else, you know. And eventually how he found out about the shit, who knows. It was some connection with this guy who's been stealing stuff that is made of the strongest metal that Wakanda has plenty of. And he's been stealing these weapons and, you know, all this material and trying to make a buck off of Wakanda shit, you know. And so what happens is the little boy ends up helping him. So then the little boy, you know, he finds his way back to Wakanda. And so, you know, they got hell to pay now because it's like, why the fuck did you kill my daddy and leave me in Oakland, bitch, when I could have been over here with all this magnificentness over here. And he's like, well, the rest of the world is struggling. So you know what I'm going to do, bitch? I'm going to become the king and I'm going to get all the weapons out of here and I'm going to send them to the United States. So he becomes the king because, you know, whatever. I ain't going to tell the whole story, how things have to go. But he becomes the king and he starts trying to send shit over here. So all the oppressed peoples of this nation can rise up and kill all the people that, you know, dictate shit, whatever. So, all the while throughout the whole movie, it's a lot of beautiful, just shiny black faces that just, and it's like, we wonder why, and I don't mean no offense to anybody white watching me. I love everybody. If you love me, I love you, bitch. I love you like you love me. But listen, I understand why white people have been dominating the film industry for so long and putting their faces up there and making them look amazing. I understand it now because when I saw those beautiful black people, those full juicy lips, I could smell the shape of I could just smell it. Like, I close my eyes and I see it again and I'm just like taken away. It's like a different kind of attraction. It's not sexual, it's not love, it's not exactly, you know, it's just something that, just seeing that up there and just and I know that it's been seen, you know, millions of times all over the country already. Cause, you know, I went on Tight Wide Tuesdays because, you know, bitch, subscribe so I can get some money, and I can, you know, I can go to the movies when it first come out. That part, there we go. But yeah, like I didn't know how powerful it would be to see it on that screen, and I'm really encouraging everybody black to please go. And one of my favorite parts, one of my favorite scenes that stuck out to me, and I won't give no more of that away, is I like the part when he went to the ancestors. Well, the main character, he goes to the ancestors and he finds his dad who's dead, and he's asking him, like, I don't know if I'm ready to be king. I don't know, you know, if I'm ready to do this without you, and da 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 da. And he's like, he gets down on his knees and starts like pouring his emotions. Oh God. He gets down on his knees. He got down on his knees and my voice just went away, but woo, that part. He got down on his knees and he's crying to his dad. His dad is like, stand up. I said, yes. Stand your ass up, black man. Stand up. You are, and then after that he said, you are a king. When I tell you, bitch, I about stood up and started shouting in the movie theater. Everybody black need to go see that on the big screen. That is amazing. That put me on a whole nother, you know, some people, I get in little Instagram debates here and there at little funny shit that people do racially. And, you know, it's just to kind of tickle a part of somebody's mind that they've never been in, which is seeing other people's perspectives. You know, I don't do it often, but it's just something about black excellence that we have not seen enough of. And I try to explain to some white people that, look, boo, we been seeing you. You been doing great. You been the president however many 40-something times, nigga. Well, you done did that. Let somebody else be great. And then it's like, oh, if we do that, then it's like, well, there's no white entertainment television. There's no white NAACP. You know, bitch, you don't need it. You don't. What do you need it for? Huh? Seriously, seriously. What do you need it for? When all the resources and all the help and all the everything here was put here by you, for you. Okay? You know, no offense to anybody, but you know, I'm happy for you. You know, you got it made. You don't gotta do much. You don't have to do much. And it's fine, but honey, moving on. You know, I don't really fuck with a lot of cable, but I did see Fergie singing the national anthem, and the first thing that came to mind, honestly, I ain't gonna roast Fergie. That's not on my agenda today. I don't feel like roasting anybody, but the first thing that came to mind when I seen Fergie do her little remix of the national anthem was when they said Quavo was gonna do a remix, and then this song was just stuck in my head for like 3 days. But besides that fact, you know, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, spangled banner yet wave. The national anthem has been a very hot topic the last couple of years, and you know, I don't really know. Like my nigga, like, I don't know. Moving on, but I don't know. That's just. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say what I'm thinking. I think she messed it up on purpose because police brutality. Maybe that's why. Maybe she messed it up on purpose because she representing for. She's trying to get her Kaepernick on right now. You know, maybe she butchered it. But you know, the NBA don't even take a knee. It's football. So that to me, that's weird. I mean, it's black people that play basketball too. Why are they not on their knee? But maybe they just said, okay, we just gonna keep this with. We're gonna let Kaepernick do his shit, and everybody wanna follow behind him in his league of sports. But we gonna still do what we do the regular way, I guess. I don't know. Did they take a knee in the beginning? Like when it first started? They probably did for a couple times. I don't know. Shit. I don't watch sports. I don't watch none of that stuff. But, honey, if you mess it up on purpose, you are the smartest person that ever lived. And you know what? If you see this, or if anybody tells you this by chance, take that and run with it. Say you fucked it up because police brutality. But I think she already apologized. I'm sorry. I should have told you this earlier. That would have saved your ass, and that would have made a lot of people rock with you, and you would have had all the black girls going back listening to Fergalicious. She's high. But how does an artist like Fergie get called for the national anthem? Anyway, like, is there really a Fergie ballad out there? Like, or ballad? Is it ballad? I said ballad. Is there a Fergie ballad out there? Like, where she's really singing? I feel like that should be a requirement to sing the national anthem, because why not just get Quavo? Because Quavo carries out more notes than Fergie. Is Big Girls Don't Cry Fergie song? Or is that Pink? You know what? I don't know. But Fergie don't carry out no notes. Fergie is like a Gwen Stefani or something. Like, now Gwen Stefani got some songs like that where she can blow. Send them to me, because I ain't never heard them. But if she can blow, let me know, because she got that little raspy voice. And you would think, but you know, groups like the Black Eyed Peas and No Doubt, they weren't really looking for no Aretha fucking Franklin. You know, they just needed somebody that could get in there and give that sex appeal and do that girl thing. But I ain't gonna roast them. I'm just gonna say, sis. Yeah. You see my eye? I had nothing in it, but that part. So, lastly, I want to talk about something that a lot of people probably aren't keeping up with or don't know about or whatever. But it's something that is interesting to me, because I've been following this shit for a long time. And like I said, I don't watch a lot of cable, and I don't get into a lot of stuff like that. But I am an avid internet head. So I'm on my internet probably more than any other function on my phone, or computer. Definitely on my computer. That might as well just have Google Chrome on it and nothing else, unless I'm editing pictures or whatever. But the Queen's Court. So I don't know. I really want them to watch my video and see me, because I like both of them. And I actually talked to Kaya on Instagram before, and one thing I could say about a person who has made it somewhere and who has done things in life, even if they're not really necessarily doing things on that same level anymore, whatever, that's cool. You still eating, bitch. Your bills is paid, so what the fuck can somebody say? But in the end of the day, I love people who get somewhere in life and can still come and be cordial with somebody. Like, especially if you on a public platform, then you know you have admirers, right? You have admirers, and you have people that were there with you and for you before you blew up. So you got people who are proud of you, and then you got people who are proud of you that you've never met, and people that are proud of you that you've known for years or all your life. So for some people to shade them or act brand new or do whatever, it's weird. You know, it's really weird to me. Like, I don't really understand it. Like, bitch, okay, you know, I don't want nothing from you. But, you know, Kaya was actually responding to my comments on her Instagram a couple years back. I talked to her and it was really cool. Like, I really got a good vibe and I ended up following her, and ever since then I've just been in the mix of things. So if you don't know what the Queen's Court is, I'm gonna explain it to you. It's probably something you've been hearing about. It's probably something that sounds interesting because it is getting really juicy. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's entertaining. So and they still making money because people are watching. So kudos to them for that. But a couple months ago, Kaya went over T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison is an ex-porn star, now like a TV host, kind of a vlogger, celebrity personality. She went over her house and talked to her, you know, about some little celebrity tea gossip. They filmed it. She taught her shit. Madison had her reactions because Kaya's very open, kind of like myself. I kind of just let anything fly off the rip. I don't give a fuck. You know, that's life. Say it now, apologize later, whatever. I'm getting paid, period. So, she basically went over there, had a little tea time with her, talked to her, talk a little shit, you know. And they put it up online and they got a pretty good response. So a couple more times she started coming over to her house. And eventually they formed this internet series they named The Queen's Court, where they bring up a lot of public events pertaining to public figures, celebrities, artists, whatever. And they basically just go in on these motherfuckers, because you know we hear a lot of bullshit about what goes on in Hollywood, and really when we sit with our friends and we talk about it, we can get pretty reckless. We forget that these are actual people. We forget that they have families. They came out of somebody's vagina that is their mother, and we just go off. Like, we just throw them in the dirt, throw dirt on top of them, and dirt on top of dirt on top of dirt, and then shit on it on top of that, and spread it out like a sandwich, and you know, just leave it. So, you know, it was a show similar to just like how you and your friend would talk about the news. You know, Black Child just had a sex tape. How did you talk about that with your best friend? Did you say, oh, it's people always saying people business, da, da, da. No, you said that slut, that bitch, she can't even suck a dick like that. You know what the fuck you said with your friends. And if the Queen's Court was on, that's the kind of shit they would be doing. Live on air. And, you know, it's funny. It's like a cult classic. It's like one of those things that you have to be into to get and understand. Because a lot of my friends, I always try to show my friends the things that I'm into and the things I'm watching. And sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. A lot of my friends are like, oh, they hating. Why you watching this? Da, da, da. Bitch, this shit is fun tea, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't know them people from Jack Dog Hole in the Wall. I probably will never meet them. If I do, then, you know, who cares about a joke that was told kiki kaka? We don't know if the shit is true or not. We just laughing, having a good time. And that's what it's all about. So, I started keeping up with the show. Every Monday it would come on. Colorful time, 10 o'clock. Most of the time, 11 o'clock. Sometimes I'll miss it, have to watch it the next day. Couldn't see it live. I wanted to call in, but I could never catch it live because it was just, you know, whether I was at work or it came on late, whatever. So then, leading up to the biggest show they had, they were going to interview Monique about the Netflix thing. And they had the show. It came on. I was sitting there waiting because I knew they said Monique was going to be there. I didn't know how true it was going to be, if they was joking, if they was for real, serious, whatever. And I just watched it and it was a mess. Like, the lighting looked totally different, and Kaya was mad and she just left. Said, I'll call you tomorrow. And then Madison ended up trying to still talk to Monique on her computer through Skype, but the connection cut off and she couldn't talk to Monique no more. So I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted to see Kaya's interaction with Monique back and forth. I wanted to see, you know, because she talked a lot of shit. And I was very interested to see her, you know, go back and forth and back with Monique. I felt like she would be classy, but at the same time, she's going to take a couple slick shots and be shady. And I was just ready for the shade. Like, So it didn't happen. And everybody was kind of like, oh my God, are they going to do it next week? What happened? Da, da, da. So eventually all this tea starts coming out that Kaya's saying that Madison went and got copyrights for the show and tried to steal it and and Madison saying I didn't steal shit. I went and got a copyright because you don't know how to handle your business. Somebody was going to steal the show, so I protected it. And then we got on this side Kaya saying, well, I'm going to start my own shit. Monday's night is going to call it a gag order, and it's going to be 8 o'clock on Instagram Live. I'm going to put it on YouTube after I'm done. And then Madison is saying, her manager is saying, what did we do wrong? We just wrote this to work. You know, everything was fine. We just had a show in DC last week and you was fine and it seemed good, cool, dandy, whatever. And, you know, at this point, I'm kind of trying to see all sides of the perspective. On one side of the spectrum, you got Kaya saying that she likes shit fine, like plain, normal, whatever. We can keep shit the way it is. People gonna watch, people gonna come see because it's raw, it's real, it is what it is. Like you have to understand where Kaya's coming from. She's somebody that recorded her album in a basement on her own, produced it, wrote it, performed it, all that, and she didn't need a fancy. Next time she made an album, she didn't say she needed a studio that was $100,000 more expensive than the first one. That bitch went back to that same studio probably and did the same shit again and again and again and again. And you can look at her track record and judge it however you like. You can say, well, she didn't do no better because she didn't get better, or you could say, well, she was consistent, or whatever. You could say whatever you want to say from what she did, but the bitch still got money, she's still eating, she still got a car, a house, whatever. Okay, so I mean, she's a plain Jane kind of person. I don't blame her. I'm kind of the same way. I'm not gonna be all fancy all the time. You know, some stuff, all right, we can upgrade. Some stuff, it ain't broke, leave it alone. But then you got Madison on the other hand, and she's like, well, we got these people coming in, we need to add this stuff. It could be a whole lot funnier if we did this. It could be a whole lot more if we did that. And I'm kind of like a mix of both of them. Like at the same time, you know, the more and more I think of things and I see what you guys want to do and want me to do or whatever, then I'll be like, okay, well, that's cool, but I'm going to add this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to flip it and, you know, put a twist on it. You know, I can do that. But some people are like, I'm going to come here this day, this time, and this is what we're going to do, and that's how it's going to be, and bam, you know, I'm still going to cash my check. So that was her frame of mind. She used to being independent and doing what she do on her own and being simple, and however simple she want to be, she's going to be. However extra she want to be, she's going to be. Madison, on the other hand, somebody that's like, let's evolve, let's evolution, let's have an evolution, let's go from, you know, 1.1 to 2.0. She wants to upgrade. She wants the latest version. She don't want to stay in the same spot. And so that started coming out, you know, for the public to see. And we realized that all the changes they were making and how fast everything was going, and the people that were coming to help weren't any good, and things like that was happening. So the shit just kind of tanked. And so now at this point in time, Madison is saying she's going to bring the show back in like a week or 2 weeks, and Kaya saying she's going to do her shit from her house and her judge chambers at 8 on Mondays. And you know what? I'm here for both of them. Really, I don't care. I just, you know, it's just something for me to look at. If I get a laugh here and there, that's what's up. You know, Kaya was the main one making me laughing, but without Madison's reactions, it was kind of, and you know the dude that's in the background, if you watch the shit, you know the dude in the background that be laughing when Kaya say stuff, and he do that little sound effect, he be like, ooh, ooh, that shit had me dead. Now, if whoever house he at is probably gonna have me laughing, but he need to just make it to both shows so he can hear what they saying. He go, ooh, cause bitch. But a couple of announcements. Like, comment, subscribe, send to your friends, get my personality out there so I can be there for you guys. I can help you through some things. I can talk to you. I can bump you up. I can bless you on a regular basis. And also, Walking Dead is coming back on, I think, this week or next week. I'm going to be doing reviews on every episode. And also, probably a Netflix series or two. Let me know what you want me to watch or talk about or explain or whatever. And we will be back in this bitch eventually. See you soon.